Okay, we are back. Okay. Okay, I might have to use that later because right now I'm using my phone as a camera because all the webcams I have keep breaking. So the phone's been doing pretty well, but it's actually low on battery, so I might have to use that later. But we are gonna play Shadow of the Ninja, the original version. So I'm playing on my Wii right now. So everything's set up, I think. And Shadow of the Ninja. That's me, the classic. That should be. For some reason, you can't skip the title screen. You just gotta wait a while. Classic. So yeah, I've been practicing all weekend. Bits and pieces. Little practicing a single stage, but with how the game is set up, you really have to play it without dying, or like at least take very little hits. Okay. So I'm gonna have to do that if my phone dies, which it probably will. So just a heads up, I'll probably die. I hope Taito remakes Shadowhand, dude. I hope so too. I hope that's their next game. I do have it on here as well, Shadowhand. I need to practice it, obviously, but yeah, we'll get there eventually. Oh, I was supposed to get this guy. But I remember saying if I was on my Natsume kick still, I would practice it, but I think I'm gonna hold off and just keep practicing more ninja games. Yeah, I already took too many hits, but we're just kind of just warming up. Because I've been playing on my Vita this entire time. So I gotta get used to this new controller and a bigger screen. Okay, we'll try, because I want to keep at least one power up, like one tier, because right now I'm back to normal. If you take too many hits, you get reset back to level 1 weapon. That's pretty awful to have in this game. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep playing. I would reset at this point already, but I'm just using this chance to warm up to this new setup. But I actually like this game. At first, I was pretty so-so on it, but now that I've actually spent time to develop a few strategies, learn the bosses, a lot of the quick kills, it's actually pretty fun. But like I said, you know, in order to do that, you really have to know the stages. Can't get hit too often. Know where all the pickups are. And yeah, at this point, like I said, I would have reset already, but okay, it actually takes quite a bit of practice to get this, be consistent at this game, because it kind of pushes you to a no death sort of run. Okay, there is a health coming up. So let's see. Okay, I'm gonna let the monkey respawn because having it on screen despawns a future robot, so it's best to make sure that monkey's over there. to take up memory, I guess. There is a weapon upgrade hidden right there, but I'm pretty low on resources. There's a health pickup right here. We might be able to recover and keep playing from here, but we'll see. Because at the start was very awful. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I usually have the blade too. Okay, I gotta get closer than usual. Yeah, you can keep it in a pattern, which is good. I go like this little vertical line, wait for it to get to the first circle, and it'll fall in place. There we go. Yeah, we'll see how this continues on. I would have the blade beam right now, but stage 2-1. Always like the underscore for some reason. I don't know why. I like the look of it. It's not the usual dash. I think that's probably why. Okay, I do have my homing shot, it's nice. If I don't have my homing shot, this boss is kind of impossible. Yeah, so your power level on your weapon also affects the strength of your sub-weapons. So just like in the remake, you really have to route out all the pickups in the game. But unlike the remake, they don't really punish you for being hit too much. In this game, they really do. Yeah, he attacks off screen. You gotta be careful. Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, I always forget about that guy. That's my cue to run. Picking up items give iframes, so I'm trying to book it as far as I can. Okay. Okay, we're recovering pretty alright so far. Oof, okay. Tight squeeze, but you can hurry up and transition to the next stage. Okay. Okay, I got iframes for picking up the items there, so that's good. Oof. Yeah, I need to carry these bombs to the tank boss fight. Okay. There it is. Yeah, there's two of them just like in the remake. That's pretty cool to see the how faithful the remake was. And just like the remake, there's a very fast boss kill if you have the right sub-weapon, which is cool. There we go. I recently played Evil West because of your video. Oh, nice. Bit janky, but honestly very fun. Yeah. It's a really cool game. I like how you can interact with little stage hazards here and there. It's not often you get like beat 'em up / third-person shooters, so I like that it exists. Usually you will see people use the the spear gun. Well, I guess it's Kasarigama in this game as well. But I actually like the katana more. I thought I liked the little Kasarigama, but okay. Yeah, I find it to be a little weird, like its hitboxes. Like sometimes it'll completely whiff things right in front of you. It'll just give me hit most times. Okay. I need to wait for it to be at the very end. There we go. Oof, tight squeeze. Yeah, there he is. Oh, okay, I think it hit. Eesh. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and we're fully maxed up, I think. Okay. Yeah, they still do the low and high shots that you see in the remake. So I knew I could rush in there. Ooh, quick. There we go. I don't really need the shurikens right here, but I actually like this version of the boss compared to the remake. It's a lot more faster. Okay. Yeah, once I start dealing damage to its actual health bar, it reforms a lot faster. So once the final armor piece goes off the stage, I immediately jump away. Oop, a little too close, but still good. I've been playing the Ninja Trials and Razor's Edge. I think the old bosses like Doku are actually better than they are in games. And better than 3's normal bosses. Yeah, I didn't really do the trials. I only did the first one. The one you mentioned with Doku. Just for the video. I'm pretty sure you saw. But yeah, the vulnerable windows are actually a lot wider in Razor's Edge. Like for Doku specifically. I haven't like... I think Marbus is one of the bosses as well. But yeah, they do have like larger windows to punish, which is pretty cool. Ooh, I didn't want to take that hit, but it's fine. But yeah, this game you also really have to write out the hidden items as well. You have to use everything at your disposal. I'm just gonna use... You should auto aim. Oh, I was too close to the ladder, but it's fine. Hopefully. If I inch forward, these guys don't activate. And if they do, they just hop around all over the place. Hard to hit them. They also block once they do stop moving, so I'd rather take the time here before they become active. It just saves time overall. Oh, I don't need that. I can wait for it to despawn. I don't want to risk picking it up. I like this stage, but I don't like the background at all. It's too bare bones. Oh, I thought I was safe there. It's just one flat color. A really good background I've always liked was Magnet Man in Mega Man 3. It sort of has that morning gradient to it, which is pretty cool. Okay. Okay. Pick up these bombs. Okay, yeah, since I'm still leveled up, like my main weapon, the bomb actually moves forward. Because if it wasn't, it would just fall flat, like right at your feet. So that's another reason why you don't want to be hit at all, like really be consistent at this game. Because you also have powered up sub weapons, which really help with quick boss kills, like you saw with the tank. It wouldn't have rolled up the front like that if I wasn't upgraded. So it's all about consistency in this game. I have enough bombs just for this guy. There's only 5 stages in this game compared to 6 in the remake. So the remake did add more to the game. Oh, I'm not fully leveled. Usually I have homing shots right here, but look at that range he had. There is a sword upgrade right here, which is good. Yeah, this stage is very tricky. Gotta be a little patient. Ooh, close one. Okay, I gotta be hanging off the side so the weird collision can kick in and pick me up. If not, we're gonna have a really hard time getting anywhere. There we go. Yeah, since I was upgraded, my bomb actually rolls up places. I'm not sure if this is a glitch or not, but sometimes there's only one like robot and sometimes there's 2, so I don't know why that happens. I'm actually gonna wait for it to come back, because if it hits me, that's a big problem. I really need as much power as I can. Okay, nice. Yeah, so I can hang over the edge. It makes things a bit easier. Okay, I don't want to risk feathering any further. Yeah, let the weird collision help me out there. Always forget I can hit him right here. Oh my god. Yeah, you have to use the collision to your advantage, but it gets scary. Okay, let me go back here. It's a little higher up, so me phasing up a tiny bit will help me get up to the final platform. There we go. Okay, it's gonna go left and then right, so I'm just waiting for it to go back. Go. Hopefully I'm quick enough. Okay. Okay. Yeah, crouching raises it and standing straight lowers it. So I'm trying to use that to avoid the shots. I think it does one more. Okay, there we go. Okay, now it took too long, so I'm waiting for it to shoot. There we go. Okay, now I need to keep these bombs for the boss. There's a very high risk, high reward instant kill for this boss. Whew. So if we don't get it, we have to reset, but let's go. Okay. I actually want to make a video on this boss. It's so surprisingly complicated. Like it's too much to go into it like a 30-second conversation. Like it lasts longer than the boss fight anyways. Like I have to count the flaps. Okay, I need to pay attention here. I stand in very specific spots to trigger them, to jump, but not trigger them to do their fire. There we go. So yeah, just like I mentioned before, I like to use the tiles in the background to set up strats in these games. Okay. Oh. Woohoo, barely. Okay, I gotta wait for the one up top. Okay. Okay, I think the spider is right here. Okay. Okay. I should have enough to take this one out. Oh, okay, I took one hit, but that should be fine. Ah. That's bad. Okay. I might be able to recover still, but like I still have my fully upgraded sword. I'm pretty sure I'm one hit away from losing it. I'll be patient. There's health right here, which is good. We got that back. Okay. I got hit there. Yeah, so now I don't have homing shots because I'm too low level now with my weapon. I think we can recover, but let's see. Yeah, you would have a full screen blade beam for this guy. I took that one hit. I don't want that. Try and get high enough to activate the bomb. Ah. No, this is terrible. Oh. We'll see how this goes. Yes, since it's low level, it doesn't travel forward anymore. Okay. If I just rush him instantly, I force him to do the little pushback attack. Yes, I'm doing backup stuff right now, but I should have my blade beam for this part. Yeah, you want to rush this guy as fast as possible to make him do the pushback. Okay, this is the final stretch of the game, so let's see how we do. That was super close. Okay. Yeah, they don't have a hurt box on their body, so you can just get real close. I would have a blade beam right here to take them out, but I'm gonna take this guy out first. Okay. Okay. This is the end of the game right here. Okay, I don't have a lot of health, so and these guys are RNG whether or not they block. So sometimes I wait longer than I have to. Taking too many hits. Okay. This is the final part right here. There's gonna be a heal. Okay, I killed him. There we go. Okay, fully healed. There is a weapon upgrade on the left, so I'm gonna try to grab it. I like how the music cuts out. Okay, I grabbed it. Whew. Okay, this is the final boss. Okay. Okay, I think I got the loop. You want to keep him as close to the edge as possible. He jumps a fixed distance, so I'm trying to make sure he does that little rush attack, which happens right now. There it is. So after he does that, he goes forward a fixed amount, so I can really control where he goes on the stage with that. I count 7 attacks and then I back away, and I should be have a consistent location for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can do some more attacks. Quickly move over. Yeah, as long as you make him do that rush attack in the same location, you can really control what he does. Okay. Now I'm just gonna damage boost through the fight. I have a lot of health to spare. There we go. Ooh, we got it. Yeah. Man, I'm surprised we actually got the clear because whew, I just took too many hits at the start, but yeah, I'm surprised we were able to recover. How did you like Ragebound? I finished hard mode recently, and while I enjoyed it, I wish it was hard outside of the... I kind of wish it was too. I kind of wish it was harder. I wish it was more difficult, and shorter. I actually prefer Shadow of the Ninja Reborn than Ragebound, honestly, because it's the perfect length, like an hour long. And it was what I want out of like my classic, or out of my action platformers. Like I got that same process back. Well, Ragebound, like it's very easy, or approachable, and I wish it was. What's the word like I'm looking for? I wish it was already balanced at the start to be that tough, and not rely on the talisman. And I think the talisman go into territory of like Kaizo. Like it doesn't feel fairly balanced. It's just like it feels like a random ROM hack that an amateur made where they just buffed all the numbers. So like, you take 3 times the damage, okay, that's cool. But I could tell it's not tuned for the type of game that Ragebound is. So it feels kind of like ROM hacky, like kind of screwy balance, but yeah, I do like hard mode, how it remixes the stages. It actually makes me learn the layouts and stuff like that. But yeah, I wish it felt more like a classic action platformer. It does feel like a modern indie game, which isn't too much of a isn't a problem in of itself. But I just have a strong preference for my type of action platformers these days, and that's what Shadow of the Ninja Reborn had, which was what I was looking for. Yeah, Ragebound is super good either way still. I like it a lot, but yeah. There it is. I'm actually glad we got it our first try. I'll probably do one or two more runs, see if we get a better one. And I could probably explain some of the stuff I'm doing, because I was really focused in on getting it right, because you really, like, I'm very serious where you have to route this game kind of strict. Because like you saw, taking like 2 hits, 3 hits, and you're done. Like, you have to reset. Recovery is possible, like you saw. I'm kind of surprised I was able to, but it's a very strict game, surprisingly. But yeah, I actually have a larger appreciation for this game now. At first, I thought it was pretty okay, like pretty unrefined. But once I actually sat down and learned it, practiced it, and found some pretty cool strats, it became way more fun. And I always have a thing for like instant kill boss strats. So I was really like having a fun time finding positions, setups, consistent patterns. Yeah, that's something these games get right, I think, are the boss fights. They just feel super satisfying to try to find their weaknesses. You can skip that guy, but like, I do the same process when I'm playing 3D stuff as well, but it's obviously way more complicated since it's a 3D game. There's more stuff to take into account. But yeah, he always jumps over, so you can just walk ahead. I need a better strategy for this guy. And as you can tell, this boss doesn't really have much of a startup, which is like one of my first issues with this game. Bosses felt kind of random and sort of all over the place. Like even the bird, the robot bird in stage 4, I think. It has no startup when it dives. It just kind of zips down. But I did notice it flaps its wings 10 times and then it'll dive. And the next time it'll flap 20 and then it'll dive. And then it'll do the little triangle beam shot. So once I noticed that pattern, I'm like, okay, there is consistency to it. It's just a little weird, but you can find a method in the madness, which is pretty cool. Oh, this is terrible. I'm glad these enemies didn't get brought back in the remake. They don't do damage. Like, I'm glad they don't do contact damage. They just kind of push you all over the place. Yeah, they're really annoying. Luckily, you only see them early on in the game, where there's not really too many pits. Like, this guy can put you in here, but whew, okay. And another reason why I decided to use a katana over the Kusarigama is because the sword has way more upgrades throughout the game. You find them way more often, so it's just too strict to route for the the little spear gun. Okay, like I said, wait for the monkey to spawn in. I guess like overloads the memory or something. It prevents this robot up here from spawning. There is a power up in the middle of this circle. I usually pick it up, but I'm just gonna skip it this time. Ooh. Only go when you see the top platform show up. There you go. Because you need this to move across, and if you don't, you'll just die underneath. Get my health back. Since I have bombs, I can show the little yeah, you can do big damage on this guy very early on. Yeah, since I have the blade beam, I can stand. Yeah, if you stand right here, you'll be free from all the shots. You'll be safe. So bait it right here, move right here, and then easy damage. So yeah, even though this game is pretty straightforward, there's a lot of like high risk, high reward, consistency stuff going on that really pushes you to be familiar with this game. Because you can do some really cool quick kills, as you can tell, if you have all your resources and maintain them. That's the hard part. You actually have to be consistent enough to keep them around long enough. Yeah, if you don't have the homing shot for this boss, I just say restart the game. It's really hard to track it down, and sometimes it'll hide under the platform and you can't hit it. So yeah, so we don't. That's the harpoon gun right there. I'm waiting for it to disappear. Okay. Attacks off screen. Ooh, too early. Yeah, it's a little too early. But as you can tell, everything's pretty consistent. Like, there's not a lot of randomness in the game. So once you learn the game and mastered it, you're pretty much good to go. Which I'm glad. Oop, I was looking the wrong way. Okay. Got a sword upgrade. Oof, that's a really tight squeeze right there. I'm glad he sticks out his foot though, before he throws it out. Like, these guys have no tail either when they fire, which is a problem. Yeah, so that was like a lot of my complaints early on. There's no tails, no. It felt very random the first time I played the game. There's no startup or anything like that. But the more I played it, I realized there is logic behind everything, and they act the same way every single time. So once you know it's there, then you're good to go. But yeah, this is the very first time. Yeah, if you crouch here, the flames never hit you. They get blocked right here. Just stay in the corner. Yeah, I found myself comparing Ragebound a bit unfavorably to Strider 2. Oh yeah, I saw you bringing up Strider 2. Yeah, the fast-pacedness, the boss rush type of thing. I actually might replay Strider 2 during our little... Ooh, pick this up. Our little streaming ninja games. I think it's been like 4 years since I played it last. So it's been quite a while, but I do want to play it. I'm gonna have to restrict myself because I know you can like credit feed to the game. But I know in the options you can give yourselves limited lives, limited continues. stuff like that. So it'll force me to learn the game. I hate when it gets stuck on the ladder. Oh yeah, see, I hate this thing. It somehow hits me below, but yeah, I'm gonna focus on Strider 1 on the Genesis first, though. Because that one I've never played, and it's only 15 minutes long. That's a really short game, so it'll be quick to learn, so. Ooh. Oh. I need to keep my shurikens for the guy up top, actually. That's fine. It's such an awkward spot right here. And the ceiling is very low. Dude, perfect amount of shurikens. I think that's the last guy for the stage. We got our blade beam back. No! Yeah, so now I lost a blade beam. Okay, related to the crouch. Let me jump up. Oh, never mind. Oh, this is terrible. Yeah, now my sword is back to level 1. Yeah, so look how I took very little damage. I got hit like what, 2 times, 3 times? And so my routing is already all pretty much done for. Yeah, at this point it's pretty much game over. Let's see if we can recover, but I highly doubt it. There's a hidden healing item right there. But yeah. I wish I had the blade beam to have more insurance. Like distance from this boss, but yeah, we'll see. Okay. It should be taking damage soon. Okay. Yeah, I do 2 hops. Okay, there we go. It just starts instantly spawning in now. Yeah, at the beginning I'll do 2 hops and then run away. That usually is a good time to work with. But yeah, since I have no upgrades, I have to be even closer, but it worked out actually somewhat fine. Have you played any arcade racing games like Ridge Racer or Daytona? No, I haven't. The only like arcade racers I played, I like Burnout 3 a lot. I played that a lot growing up, and I came back to it probably like 5 years ago, 4 years ago. Still really fun game. I like the whole risk reward system, like grazing cars, going the opposite traffic. Always like that. High risk, high reward playstyle. But there's a lot of rubber banding. So like even if you're good at the game, as a racing game, you're not really rewarded because rubber banding exists, and pretty strong rubber banding at that. But it's cool you can have consistent amount of like interaction with other cars, like blow things up. But you notice my bomb doesn't go far anymore. That's because my weapon's a low level. Yeah, you have to be really strict on your routing and not be hit too many times. But yeah, Burnout 3 I like a lot, but it's more of a crash simulator than a skill-based racer. But I did play Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel, the remake. I put a good bit of time in that one. Well, I don't have my blade beam anymore either, so this part's gonna be a lot tougher. Now that one I really like. I think that's a really good kart racer. Like crazy good. Like how arcade it is. Your skills are actually rewarded. I don't think there's really rubber banding in that game. Like AI just won't teleport out of it, thin air. Yeah, this is how much blocking they do. They move around a lot. Yeah, so that's why I wish I had my blade beam. But yeah, I took one too many hits, and then everything goes thrown out of sync. Oh, and another arcade racer I liked a lot was Chase Horizon? Horizon Chase Turbo. I really like that game. The part 2 came out like last year, and I've been wanting to pick it up, but I just haven't had a chance yet. But yeah, I really like that game. That was a really fun like arcade racer, and it has like no rubber banding at all. I don't remember that it did anyways. That stuff usually stands out like a sore thumb to me in racing games. But I'm pretty sure I would have remembered if it did. Yeah, Horizon Chase Turbo, I really like that one. Yeah, now my weapon's super weak. I don't even have a little extended hitbox anymore. Yeah, so I'm really surprised we got the clear first try, because things go south very fast. Like, it's insane how strict this game is. Oh wait, we actually technically got a no death run too. Our first go. Like I said, you kind of have to do that to beat this game, because any damage de-levels, and that's the last thing you want to have happen. Yeah, now I'm back to square one. But yeah, besides those like 3 racers I played in my life, yeah, I haven't really played the genre too much. I remember playing GT 2002, and that's because it came bundled with Jet Set Radio Future. But yeah, I just like looked at the cars, and that's pretty much it. I was like 4, no, I was like 5 at the time when I played it. So I didn't really remember it too much, but I remember messing with it a little bit. But I always played Jet Set Radio Future instead. Yeah, let's see if we can do this, but yeah, I think this run is kind of dead, because without the increased weapon level, our bombs won't like move up the stage like they did the first time. So it's gonna be very awkward to take out the little like roaming blocks. And I have a weapon that's horizontal, so it's gonna be hard to get it in weird angles. And I don't have a blade beam either. Yeah, it shoots in the same spot every single time, so I knew to jump there, but again, there's no startup, there's no tells. There's a slight one, but again, you really have to know about these things ahead of time. There it is. Yeah, I doubt it's going to like roll up the stage. Okay, I just had to be closer. Okay, nice. It takes 3 bombs, so. Okay, there's a second one. Sometimes, like I said, it's only 1, but sometimes it's 2. And I'm not sure it's because of like a glitch or something, like how Ninja Gaiden 1 enemies will respawn. I'm not sure if it's something like that, but okay, got health at least. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay here until I break this thing. Gotta circle around. Let's see. Okay, now I gotta wait for the platform to come back. No, I see, look, it teleported. Yeah, I think it's like it respawns. Yeah, kind of a bummer. So I'm not really equipped to take things out. Okay, I gotta wait again. Again, I'm gonna let the collision kind of warp me up. There we go. Use that to get more height. There's a weapon down there, but it's one we don't need. Okay. Let it go left and then right. Yeah, so it kind of opens up before it shoots, but actually, I'm gonna break it right here. Okay. Get our bombs, but there should be a second platform. I have no. I have no idea why it's not spawning. Okay, yeah, that second teleporter platform never showed up. Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can do this. Instant kill. Well, like, quick kill. They always stand on this third little barrier. Wait for the bird to form. Yeah, look how short my bomb distance is. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, see, I flap the swings 10 times. It's gonna flap like 20 times. Let's do the try shot. About 10 flaps, it goes down. This 320. Yeah, so there's no startup whatsoever, but there is a pattern, and I dodged it consistently because I'm counting in my head. But yeah, the fact you have to do that is a little strange, but yeah, I do find it very satisfying to like I said, find these little patterns in the game. But yeah, you need to have the patience to do that sort of thing. Yeah, I'm really glad this exists. I watched a few like speedruns and playthroughs, and I didn't see a single one like do that setup, like bait him out in a specific way and then despawn him like that. So I want to take credit for an actual strat for this game, but I doubt I'm the first. So, but it was pretty fun figuring that out. We made this section a bit easier, but my sword is level 1, so I won't have the homing shots for the shurikens. Yeah, if you're really close, it'll do that little shot, but yeah, I try to find ways if I can despawn this thing, but I found nothing. The most I do is kind of run away. I hope he doesn't do that, but yeah. That's what happens when you have a low level weapon. Your strategies, get tossed out the window. Okay. Yeah, I was really focusing to time my charge. Okay, this is gonna be weird. My weapon isn't long enough. Oh, I took a hit. I'm just gonna take the damage boost. Yeah, this guy, you just want to rush him as fast as possible. I was a little too slow there. Yeah, we have a basic sword. So let's see. Yeah, this is what's supposed to happen. Rush him down. He doesn't even do the projectiles. I did get a pickup, so that's good. Yeah, they take a long time to do anything. Okay, I need to be quick. I don't have the far enough blade beam, so I'm just gonna do what I did last time. There we go. Alright. The final stretch. And just like in the remake, you can take these guys out earlier if you know where they are. Thing is, we don't have an instant kill sub weapon like the remake. That makes it a little more tricky. But okay. You just want to hang on the right side for the majority of this beginning part. Oh, I went too early. And then go in the middle, and then you're safe for here. This guy still attacks you off screen, but as long as you're in the middle, you should be fine. Oh. Got a lot of dumb hits there, but it's fine. Oof. Yeah, I couldn't risk trying to kill him because the floor was too low, so I just took the risk. Okay, I'm trying to hurry up and get the weapon upgrade. There we go. Yeah, we got the blade beam, nice. You never want to start the fight here because it reverses the boss order. So I want to attack him here first, and that sets up the loop. And jump to the left. Okay. There we go. He's in the loop now. Okay, he jumps a fixed distance, like I said. I hit him like 6 or 7 times right here. Like after he throws a projectile. I attack him like 7 times and I stop. And it's pretty consistent. It's like a good like a timer. 7, yeah, pretty consistent. And then you have more time to hit him afterwards. Yeah, pretty straightforward once you know the trick. So just like in the remake, there's a pretty easy loop for him. Okay, he's taking damage now, that's good. I don't know the threshold when he becomes red, right now, I guess. Like I said, I'm just gonna damage boost this whole boss fight. That's a good thing about the boss having a very easy, like, trap, because you can get through the whole boss with all your health and then use it as a resource to just squeeze out a win. I'm really surprised we recovered, honestly. Like I said, I feel like this game is extremely strict, but recover somehow. I still play F-Zero 99 from time to time, but I'm not big into racing games. I tried playing it a few times. It was fun for a while, but I'm terrible. I am terrible at that game. Like, I played GX at my friend's house from time to time. But yeah, I'm constantly hitting walls, banging into other racers and stuff. Yeah, I'm terrible at F-Zero. Every single one. It's a super fun game, but yeah, I'm just awful. The original Shadow of Ninja looks generic in comparison to the remake. I get that. It looks very beginner friendly. Like, that's what I thought too. Like, when I first played, I'm like, it's not as good as Ninja Gaiden. You know, it's way more simplistic. Like level design wise and everything. But the cutscenes are great. The controls are a little different, but they are fun to get used to. But like I said, the fun comes from the routing. It's, like I said, every time it's strict. So you have that constant pressure to have like a consistent game plan and like have a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, you gotta have a game plan that you can follow and do it consistently, because things go south very quick. And the fun is having that pressure of like keeping your execution on point for like however long the game is. But the recovery is pretty fun too, like trying to get back on track to your route. So yeah, I say approach it if you haven't. If you like routing stuff, because if not, then expect a lot of resets. But yeah, it took me like a weekend to practice. I think I started seriously like doing practice, like doing a single stage over and over. I think like Friday or Thursday night. I got it down pretty quick. I think that's like there's some carryover from the remake, like some concepts, like the controls are the same, like how you go below ledges and drop and stuff, but it has its own quirks that I like. Makes me have unique strategies. Different game, but I have a newfound appreciation for it, because a couple of days ago, I said I thought it was kind of fine and mediocre, but it's actually not too bad. I actually like it. I definitely agree with people that it's a little gem on the NES. I'll probably do one more and call it there. Let's see. Yeah, so I have Shadow Hand here. I'm excited to get to that, but I think I'm gonna put a pause and play a different ninja game instead. But yeah, we have TMNT ready to go whenever that is. And yeah, this Wii is pretty damn cool for retro gaming. I remember when I first got it, it was kind of hard to find one, surprisingly. Even though so many were sold back in the day. You'll think it'd be easy to find a second-hand one, but yeah. I actually want to appreciate the cutscenes this time. If you ever played Ninja Gaiden Shadow on the original Game Boy, there's a reason why it has the same cutscene as this game. And that's because it was supposed to be like a port. The same way Contra had a Game Boy game on there, same for Castlevania. It was supposed to be like a on-the-go version, but at some point it got turned into a Ninja Gaiden game, which is pretty cool. So yeah, Natsume not only made this game, but an official Ninja Gaiden game as well. Hopefully they remake it, but who knows. I still really like the Game Boy game. I think it holds up perfectly fine, but I'm really curious what they will do with that game now after so many years of experience. I think the only remake I wasn't fully sold on was Pocky and Rocky Reshrined. I actually prefer the original over the remake. The remake is good still, but I forgot to jump. But they add more sections to the game, and I felt like it kind of ruined the pacing of the original. Well, now that I played both Shadow of the Ninjas, I think the pacing is still on point with the remake. Yeah, with Reshrined, I felt like it was a little too long. Yeah, I'm looking forward to practice Pocky and Rocky as well. That's a really good game. It's like a... Oh! Runs over. I'm not supposed to have this weapon. Yeah, it's a really, like... It's an interesting blend. It's like a top-down running gun, pretty much. Really come back. I think it's possible to recover, but... Yeah, look how... Yeah, these guys are bullies. I lost so much health. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, picking up that Kusade Gama really messed things up. Yeah, like, you'll see a lot of people use it, but like I said, the hitbox is non-existent up close, so enemies can like phase through it. And there's actually a lot of recovery to it. It's like that in the remake as well. So I like the balance in the remake, but that's why I consider the Kusade Gama like a sub-weapon in that game, but not like a main thing to use. It's like a fun supplementary weapon, not like your main one. So I highly recommend to use a katana instead in the NES game. Oh, actually, I need to get the power up. See if I can catch it. Yeah, this is a very high risk, high reward pickup. So let's see what we can do. There's a heal item right here. Okay, we're good. Okay, we have the blade beam back, so we recovered. And that's what I mentioned earlier. There's just not enough Kusade Gamas to even use it as a main weapon. Like, it's just way more safer to use a katana instead. Because if you get hit, at least you can find an upgrade pretty soon after, but the Kusade Gama is extremely rare to find. There's not even like secret upgrades out there. It's very rare item, surprisingly. Okay, but yeah, it's also, I actually really like the length of this game too. I'm very particular with my action platformers to be a certain like playtime length. Like, I do like Ragebound, but it being like 2.5 hours is kind of insane to me. I'm hoping the like speedrun gets more developed and maybe there's some fun stuff I can learn. But I'm not much of a speedrunner anyways. Like I speedran Hagane for like a week, and that was fun, but once I reached that plateau and I started like trying to get runs down by seconds, it stopped being fun after that. Like I like the process of optimizing my runs. That's like the fun part of these classic action games, like developing your route and then mastering it. But yeah, I think speedruns get a little too strict with that, because I lost steam to keep playing it after a few attempts to get a good run. And the last thing I want to happen is stop liking Hagane. It's a really good game. Hey, look how often we got katanas. I think we got 3 in this level alone. And it was probably like 1 Kusarigama the whole time. Oh, a little too late on my jump. Ooh. If I somehow miss that bomb, I consider it reset. Because it's very tricky to do the actual boss fight without the instant kill. There's a lot more chances to get hit, and it's a very drawn out fight. I like getting the bombs to do this instant kill or near instant kill. There we go. Yeah, if your game has like high risk, high reward, instant like boss strats, I'm a big fan. That's what makes me like Psycho games a lot. Well, the ones I like anyways. I like Gunbird 1, Samurai Aces, and Sengoku Blade. And all those games are riddled with high risk, high reward boss strats. Especially, well, actually, all of them you have to like point blank in order to do them. But if you get it down, it's pretty damn satisfying. Okay, I'm gonna use the little screen clear. Because yeah, these guys, it's a little tricky to climb the ladder with that guy rushing you down, and this guy shooting you with no tells whatsoever. So it's best to not deal with it to begin with. I hate this monkey. At least I'm still fully leveled up, but still. Yeah, I thought the guy was there. There we go. I should have enough to take the... Kind of tricky. Oh, we actually traded. Like I said, there's a lot of katana upgrades. There we go. A little more cleaner. Oh. I think we're gonna clear. Yeah, let me get rid of these then. Yeah, the two jumps really help keep this guy in a pattern. Here we go. Yeah, once he starts taking damage to his health bar, instantly jump out of the way when the final armor piece leaves the stage. Yeah, so I try to move forward as far as I can to keep him in the corner. Yeah, this boss is so much better than the remake. The remake is just a lot of downtime. Have you played Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection? Yeah, I have. That's a really good game. It's like the greatest hits version of the entire series, which is pretty cool. Like it remixes a lot of old concepts into this new like package. Yeah, that's a good game though. I do prefer the originals over it though. Hold on a second. Yeah, luckily you can like get really close to them and you can like avoid most of their shots, which is good. But yeah, I did beat Resurrection. But I only did like one route though. I know there's like multiple different stages you can take. Yeah, I didn't play as much as the originals though. I definitely prefer Ghouls and Ghosts and Super Ghouls and Ghosts over it. Yeah, look how like precise my positioning was in all these runs. One step out of position and this guy goes crazy. Yeah, it might have looked slow, like me inching forward to like get him on screen, but this is what happens if you let him play the game. Moves around a lot, he blocks. Yeah, so it's best to like play very slow and like inch them on screen. Saves so much time. I think right here, yeah. And you definitely don't want to like beeline it because those things will only track you down throughout the whole stage, pretty much. Okay, I think that's yeah, we don't want that. Yeah, I still need to beat Ghosts and Goblins, like the first one. I tried practicing the NES game and it didn't go too well. I actually put a good bit of practice into the Game Boy Color version. I'm still shaky on it, but I do want to get like a very clean like playthrough of it eventually. This is the first game, so I do want to beat it at least once. So I beat the other ones. I think the only one I haven't played yet or finished was Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins on the PSP. So I need to play that one eventually. I do have a modded Vita, so I can just play it on there. I can actually share screen that. I can actually like display the screen on OBS, which is pretty cool. Yeah, if you have the Vita, you'll know the magic of that console. It's a powerhouse of an emulation machine, and the stuff you can do is pretty cool. I've been using it for like more than a decade, and it's still getting used to this very day. Like, I was practicing this game on it all weekend, so I'm still using it pretty damn often. It's the first time I ever experienced stick drift, which sucks. But I mainly use it for classic games anyway, so it's not much of a bother. Let me wait for the little box thing. I do know about Ghosts and Demons, like the fan-made remake of the Wonder Swan game. I want to play that version too, but I think, yeah, I downloaded the free version. There's a free and like a premium one with more like options, a more updated version, like performance-wise. While the free one is kind of outdated now, but it's pretty cool that exists. I want to get around to it eventually. Ooh, this might be a little tough. But yeah, so there's the Wonder Swan game, the PSP one, and then the fan remake I gotta get around to eventually. Yeah, surprisingly, there's a good bit of games in the series. There's even like a puzzle game, I think, where you have to like make the stage, your own stage, to like clear out the enemies or something. I think it's on the PS1, but okay, I kind of need to manage it right here. And it's very rare to have like a spiritual successor too. The only one I know about is Princess Madeline, I think. I played it a tiny bit, but I haven't really put a lot of time into learning it. But that's like the only Ghosts and Goblins like indie game I know of. I remember playing one on the Vita, but I don't remember the name. Yeah, there's like only two I know of. It was very surprising how rare it is, but oh, hopefully you're supposed to charge the ultimate attack off screen during the fade out, but it worked out. 1 sec. The counting. Flaps 10 times, goes in. Count 20, he goes in. Surprisingly consistent, but yeah, I had to do some very close paying attention to what he was doing. I took a lot of dumb hits there. I like 4. Like all because I wasn't patient. Oh, looking the wrong way. Oh, so bad. Eesh. Usually I have enough shurikens for this guy, but yeah, that's a problem. Okay. Hope I can get a few easy hits. Yeah, that's how you gotta fight him. Okay, I still have my blade beam. I'm not sure how long I'll have it though. That took a lot of hits, so we'll see. Okay. Nice. Yeah, since I had my blade beam, I can actually take him out the safest way possible. There we go. Okay, I need to just rush this guy. That should be fine. There's a heal right here anyways. And picking up this item gives iframe, so even if he did manage to get one shot off, I would be safe. There we go. Yeah, now I can actually. This is how I'll usually go about the stage. Take him out first and then go for this guy. There we go. But it doesn't matter which order. Okay, this is the best we've been going into this final climb. You can just walk off to cling here, which is good, because if you jump, you'll like hit this guy and take contact damage. Stop blocking. Yes. It's all RNG whether or not they like drop their guard or not. Kind of just have to just hope. That's fine. Oh. Okay, I should be safe here. Here we go, the final 2 enemies. Alright, I'm not gonna bother with him. At least they block long enough for me to just ignore them. Okay, I think I can. Ooh. There we go. Nice. Luckily, you have like a bit of leeway off screen before you take damage. Pretty strong start. Oh, forgot to back up. Yeah, touch the wall and then quickly turn around. They're a good indicator. Oh, forgot to back up. So upgraded though. Nice. Yeah, actually might be the best run we had. I think that was the cleanest one. Yeah, I prefer the previous games because they're... Yeah, the skill tree was very, like... I didn't even, like, interact with it. Like, I got one or two things for the trophy, and then, like, okay. I felt like it was kind of tacked on. I think the PSP has something similar to it as well, but... Yeah, I don't think the game needed the skill tree at all. It was felt very weird. Good thing you can get through the game without it. There's some cool like sub weapon stuff, I guess, but yeah, I prefer like the Genesis version or those supers, stuff like that. I honestly didn't even know there was a skill tree until yeah. It's a very like tacked on thing. I'm not a big fan of. One fan game I've been really liking is yeah, I've heard about it for a long time. If you watch my damn, what was it called? Oh, I'm drawing a blank. The beat 'em up made by that one guy, like by a single dev. Oh, what's it called? I actually can't remember. But yeah, in my review on that beat 'em up, at the very end, I referenced Final Fight NES Ultimate. But yeah, that was like 3 years ago. I never got around to the game yet. But yeah, that game looks super cool. Like the fact they even repurposed like fighting game sprites as well is super cool. They have all these bunch of different characters. Huge like melting pot of a roster. But yeah, eventually I'll get around to it. Fight and Rage, there it is. Thank you. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, at the very end of my review, I put I referenced, well, I alluded to NES Ultimate, but just haven't got around to it, unfortunately. Yeah, that's it. That was a pretty good for few runs. I think this is the best one. But yeah, usually I grab the cleanest one out of the bunch, and then I put that in my my playthrough playlist. But yeah, GG's, that was pretty damn fun. I don't even know what the next game is. I have a list, but I need to see which one like speaks to me the most. I'm thinking Strider 2. It's been a while since I played a Genesis game, so that might be it. And it's short, like I said, like 15 minutes, so won't be too bad to learn in a few days. But I think we'll call it there, everyone. That was pretty fun. Yeah, GG's. Really appreciate sticking around, especially for a late night stream like this, but for some more classic gaming. Yeah, till next time.